Why won't anyone answer yes or no to help me? If you saw someone in an accident on the road, would you help them? I bet you'd say yes. However, if it actually happened, whether you'd be willing to help the victim is uncertain. Psychologists have conducted experiments and proven that whether you intervene and help depends on the number of people present with you at that moment. 11 years ago, a 2-year-old girl in China was hit by a truck on the road. Despite 18 passersby, no one came to help. Finally, a man called an ambulance, and the little girl was taken to the hospital but passed away 8 days later. This is simply the bystander effect. In Vietnam, we have the saying, "When there's a shared father, no one cries," meaning shared responsibility leads to no one taking action. Specifically, the more people present, the less likely the victim is to receive help. This effect was demonstrated by 2 American psychologists through an experiment involving a smoke-filled laboratory room with 3 groups of people. The first group was alone in a room, the second group had 3 people in a room, and the third group had 1 person alongside 2 actors who deliberately ignored the situation. The results showed that when smoke was released into the room, 75% of people in Group 1 pressed the alarm. In Group 2, this number was 38%, and in Group 3, it was a mere 10%. There are 2 main reasons for this effect. First, the presence of a crowd diffuses the feeling of responsibility. At this point, we tend to think, there are so many people, why should I worry? And believe that the responsibility to act is equally shared among everyone present. The second reason is that people tend to exhibit socially acceptable behavior. When a crowd doesn't react, we naturally assume that reacting ourselves is unnecessary or inappropriate. So how can we prevent this effect? Instead of saying general phrases, interact directly with the crowd. Make eye contact and point to a specific person in the crowd. For example, say, "You in the black shirt, please call an ambulance for me." This way, once directly assigned responsibility, they will find it hard to refuse to help you. That's the theory. Ultimately, this is also a form of indifference. This indifference isn't just present in isolated individuals. It now has a tendency to spread throughout an entire society.